It seems like 2024 has so far been all about AI. And in this video, I want to see if we can harness the power of AI to better invest in Pokemon and actually just make it easier. Let's see if we can do that. All right, AI, what modern Pokemon set should I invest in? Starting off, we've got Evolving Skies, an absolutely insane set. Many people appreciate this set. But there's a few categories that we're going to be looking at in this video, which is the window of opportunity. We're going to be seeing if we missed our chance to invest at a reasonable price. And this is going to vary greatly between some of these sets. The popularity of this set, like Evolving Skies or whatever other sets we'll look at in this video. And also, are they chase heavy? Do they have something or multiple chases that are going to make this set stand out and survive the test of time? Because when you look back at examples like Skyridge or examples from base set or whatever the set may be, when you look back at those vintage sets, they stood the test of time and they are chase heavy. They have massive pulls that you can get when opening up packs from that set. So we're going to be looking at these sets from this video and figuring out if they can stand the test of time. So starting off, we've got Evolving Skies. Chase cards features some of the most popular and valuable alternate art cards, including Rayquaza VMAX and Umbreon VMAX. Reason to invest. The set has already become one of the most sought after Sword and Shield era sets with fan favorite evolutions and legendary Pokemon. Now, I absolutely agree. This is a chase heavy set. But if we look at our window of opportunity for this set, we're looking at some of the all-time highs in the past year for the sealed booster box cases of Evolving Skies. And I think that this really kind of echoes down to all of the other cards and the booster boxes and every product from this set. You're going to see those price increases as it becomes harder to get your hands on. And eventually it's going to be completely unobtainable for the average person. However, do I think the window of opportunity is gone? Not necessarily, not for every card in this set. I think that there is still some opportunities to have, like the Rayquaza V and the Dragonite V and the Espeon V. I think these cards are probably still relatively affordable. They're expensive, but relatively affordable compared to, your Moonbreon or the Leafeon and Rayquaza VMAX alternate artwork. So I do think that this set is a great popularity, very chase heavy, ton of alternate artworks, ton of really popular cards. Man, they really loaded it up. And I'm gonna give this set a solid 8.5 out of 10. The reason being is because I think the popularity and the chase, it gives it up to that 10 mark, but window of opportunity is slowly crumbling away, especially for the average collector. And eventually we're going to find that these, all these alternate artworks and full arts are going to be extremely, extremely expensive. All right, so next is Celebrations from 2021. Just came out right before Evolving Skies. ChatGPT says the chase cards feature classic reprints of iconic cards like the base set Charizard, alongside new and unique cards exclusive to this anniversary set. Now, I absolutely agree. This is awesome because you're getting the reprints of the classic 151 stuff. Do I think that that is enough to support it? Well, I don't know. Reason to invest. As a 25th anniversary set, the nostalgia factor is strong and sealed product could appreciate in value over time. Now, if we look at currently how the appreciation is happening, well, I think that a great way to do this is just by looking at the regular ETB. Now, there is other options for the Elite Trainer boxes and the Ultra Premium Collection box, but I think that this is kind of your most accessible way to just get your hands on some packs and open it up. And if we look at the past year, this set is actually down 5%. And actually, it saw some sales as low as $71 back in March. So I think that this set, even though it has an opportunity to appreciate over time, I'm thinking the popularity is struggling with this one. I think that, we've experienced a ton of reprints over the past 5 to 10 years. And, people want to see better artworks. They want to see new artworks. And we love the old cards, but we like the old cards for being what they are. We don't want facsimiles of those. We want the actual card. And I understand, it's awesome that you're able to get this Charizard, in celebrations at a fraction of the price of an actual Charizard, but that stamp is kind of a mark of the truth. It's not the actual one. It's awesome you get to enjoy that artwork at an affordable price. However, it is not the actual one. Now, talking about our third point, which is chase heavy. Is it chase heavy? Honestly, I think that's another reason this set might be struggling, is because it's got the Charizard. Don't get me wrong, it's got the Charizard, but you scroll down and these products, by the way, are in the Ultra Premium Collection box, so we can't even really talk about those a ton because you're paying a premium for this collection box. But once you get into the actual hits that you can get from packs, Mew 25 is the next big thing, and that card is struggling. I mean, man, $10, $20, $5, but it was creased, so $15 to $20 maybe for some of the average pricing there. And I think that is an awesome card, but the people have spoken. It's not going to be super expensive. It's not super rare, and this set just lacks several major chases. Now, it does have one chase, which is the Charizard, of course, but that's not enough to support a really chase-heavy set. So I think that is going to affect how it appreciates over time. Maybe it'll slowly go up in price eventually, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll increase a lot. So I'm going to give Celebrations from AI. I'm sorry, Celebrations is going to be getting a 7.0 for me. I think that it has a lot of work for it. I think that it's an awesome set. There is the nostalgia going for it. There is a solid window of opportunity still. Popularity is there, but not crazy, and I don't think there's a ton of chases. Next up, we're looking at Crown Zenith, a much more recent addition to our hobby, and man, I feel like I'm gonna be slightly biased just because I have had some insane luck with pulling this Giratina V-Star Gold card and other Gold Stars. My first pack opening with Crown Zenith, I opened up 4 packs of Crown Zenith and I ended up getting the Giratina V-Star. So I've had a ton of fun with this set. I've had a lot of success with it, getting this Giratina and just, and I ended up getting 2 of them actually. I ended up getting another one later down the road and I pulled this Arceus. And I opened up maybe like 50 packs in total. So I really had a lot of fun with this set, and man, if we're talking about chase heavy, this set absolutely nails that. If we look at just some of these cards on this list here for the Galarian Gallery and just see the absolutely phenomenal artworks that Crown Zenith was able to provide at just such an affordable price too, because of how much was printed. I don't think that the print count actually affected these prices that much because so many people loved opening it and we're just tearing through pack after pack after pack. And I mean, seriously, there's just so many phenomenal artworks that you're able to get from this set. I absolutely love how many chases there are for this set. The gold cards especially being those, big chases. And then you've got some evolutions. You've got, the 3 legendary dogs. You've got Zamazenta. You've got Zacian. You've got, just so many different cards. So chase heavy. This set is really nailing that. Popularity. Sword and Shield was an absolutely amazing era, okay? And I think that it's going to go down in history. And this is the last of what we got from the yellow borders. We got the yellow borders. This was, right before Scarlet and Violet. And man, it definitely has the popularity there. I think that people are definitely going to be, looking for these cards down the road, looking for the Leafeon and Glaceon. I think that that's going to keep going up in price. Now, window of opportunity. Now, because of the print count of this set, it's slowly going up in price, but I still feel like this is readily available. I still think there's an absolutely major window of opportunity with this set. It is going up in price, but still, do not let this opportunity go. This is going to be a set where, 5, 10 years down the line, we're gonna see ETBs selling for hundreds of dollars. There is no doubt in my mind that they will be selling for that much because of how much you can get from this set and how amazing of an era Sword and Shield was, and this is the last set we got from it. I absolutely think that this set is worth grabbing some sealed product, holding on to it, and enjoying that, and just holding on to it. And I think that this set gets a 9.5. I think that it absolutely deserves that. And that is my opinion. And like I said, I might be a little bit biased, but man, it's just an absolutely phenomenal set. I can't say enough about it. And that's Crown Zenith. So great job, AI. You really nailed this one. AI's pulling through. So Scarlet and Violet base set is what AI has in its sights next. With the chase cards, introduction of new Pokemon from Generation 9, and full art supporters. So, reason to invest being the first set of new generation base sets typically age well over time as they represent a starting point. Now, AI, you might be right about representing a starting point, and I do think that Scarlet and Violet will have a solid long-term return. So if we just start by looking at some of the cards from Scarlet and Violet base, well, the Gardevoir has finally overtaken that Miriam in price, and I honestly, I think the Miriam has just been going down in price. So maybe the Gardevoir hasn't necessarily overtaken it, but yeah, so base set, you know, it definitely has some solid artworks. I do appreciate a lot of the artworks from this set. However, currently it's just still lagging behind. Why? Well, I do think that there was a large amount that was printed. And also, you know, if we're talking about iconic Pokemon or characters, you know, maybe it's lacking in that sense with the popularity-wise. People are still getting used to Scarlet and Violet. This is very modern, very new to them still. And, you know, I have to say, I think that this set will appreciate over time. I just think it's dependent on how long you're willing to hold on to it, how long you're willing to, you know, hold on to sealed boxes or packs or whatever. So, for this set, I'm going to give it a 5.5. Now, like I said, this is my opinion. If you disagree with that, let me know down in the comments below. The reason being 5.5 is just because of how it's performed thus far. Now, I can't see the future. I don't know how it will perform in the future. I'm sure it will go up, but I think it's going to take a really long time before it starts going up, because for now, Scarlet and Violet base is just an extremely modern era. And yeah, I think that's going to affect the price. So AI, not sure about this one. Next up, AI mentions Obsidian Flames. Interesting. Chase cards introduces the Terra EX mechanics with high interest Pokemon like Charizard EX. Reason to invest, featuring Charizard, one of the most consistently sought after Pokemon, along with a new game mechanic, could give this set strong long-term potential. Do I agree with one of the most consistently sought after Pokemon? Yes. The most sought after Pokemon? I don't know. I feel like Pikachu actually competes for the most sought after Pokemon, especially with some of those, you know, Pokemon Illustrator cards that sell for insane amounts, the Poncho Pikachu. So Charizard, I don't know. I think it definitely is one of the most, but Obsidian Flames. Let's look at Obsidian Flames. So we've got the Charizard EX coming in at the #1 most expensive card. We can see right here, it's averaging about $40, maybe a little bit less for that card. And then we've got, you know, the Gold Charizard, and then the Pidgeot, the Ninetales. Phenomenal artwork for the Ninetales. Man, show some love for this Ninetales if you appreciate that artwork as well. And then more Charizard, Pidgeot, and Gloom, and then we start to get into the really affordable cards. So, do I think this set is chase heavy? You know, I don't know. It's got a couple chases between the Charizards, but I don't know if it's chase heavy. I think it's very lacking in that department. Popularity, sure, Charizard's a popular card. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have this card. I would love to have this card. I don't have it, and I think it's a cool artwork, and, you know, I think that it's also very similar to the Paldean Fates artwork, where you get the shiny Charizard version of that card. I like this Ninetales a lot as well. Not a huge fan of the gold and silver Terra stylized Charizard EX here, but nevertheless, I do really like the chase card. So popularity-wise, I think it gets a few points in that department. And window of opportunity. I mean, man, this set is very affordable still. I mean, you can still pick up a lot of sealed product for this set at an affordable price. I mean, very reasonably, even though it's been, a little over a year since it's come out, you can still pick up a sealed booster box case for around MSRP. A little bit more. It's gone up in price a little bit, which makes sense, but it's still very affordable. I mean, if you want to pick up a sealed case of this, you can absolutely do that. And ETBs, those are still, under MSRP. You're able to get those for under retail right now. They don't even have them anymore at my stores. So I think this is an awesome window of opportunity. Popularity and chases, I'm not so sure. I don't think that the Charizard EX will necessarily go up in that much price over time to make it like a crazy chase, like something that people are opening up hundreds of packs to get, because the thing is if you're talking about opening up $500 in packs to get a $50 card, or whatever it will be worth in the future, it just doesn't make sense as much. Maybe again with Scarlet and Violet and this set, it might be just a longer turnaround. It might just take more time. So AI, I'm not sure about this one either. I'm probably gonna give this one a 6.0. I think it's a little bit better than Scarlet and Violet, investability-wise, but still just kind of lagging behind some of these other sets we've seen that have come out. Finally, Paldea Evolved. Wow, very interesting set from AI. I think this one might be a banger. Chase cards, new EX cards, full art supporters, and secret rare Pokemon from the Paldea region. Reason to invest. As the second set of the Scarlet and Violet era, it introduces key Pokemon from the new games and could gain value as these Pokemon become more popular. Now, I think that it doesn't make one point, AI. I think you're missing the mark here a little bit, because don't forget about the fact that Paldea Evolved as the second set, the Pokemon Company anticipated that there would be a little bit less hype for it right when it released. And because of that, you got to remember that, there is less available. And until a reprint happens, if it ever happens, this is going to be harder to obtain. There's just a smaller print count. So I think that's another thing to consider when investing. And Paldea Evolved has already gone up in price significantly. So if we look at just the sealed booster box cases, they've already gone up like a lot since this set has come out. If we compare it to when it was, September, October area, this was around a $550 sealed booster box case. And it has just been shooting up ever since around April, shooting up all the way up to $850. And now, you really can't find it for less than $900 unless you just get a really well-timed auction. So window of opportunity, I don't know. This one might be hard to obtain right now until you can wait for another reprint, if a reprint ever happens. Now, obviously, this set is popular. It's got the Magikarp, the awesome Magikarp Special Illustration Rare. Very expensive, very hard to get in a high grade. And then you've got the Iono Special Illustration Rare, which was the most expensive card for a while for this set, but the Magikarp has well overtaken it. And then you've got some other awesome cards, the Raichu, the Tyranitar, the Chi-Yu, the Chien-Pao. I think this is a really awesome artwork, and it's actually gone down in price a little bit over the past 3 months, but I think this set has some really cool chases. Maybe not a ton, maybe not as much as like Evolving Skies that we looked at earlier, but I think it's got some popular chases. I think it's got some good ones. And also I think that another, big reason to invest because of there being less printed. And so I do think that this is a great set. Window of opportunity kind of missed. We'll see if another reprint happens, but I do like this set. I'm gonna give it a 8.5 as well as one of the other sets earlier. I think that this is a solid investment. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on AI's investment choices here? Kind of interesting, it it left out a lot that I personally probably would have suggested. I might have said Lost Origin. I might have suggested Silver Tempest. I might have suggested some more of the recent sets that have come out, like Twilight Masquerade. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are down in the comments below. Really interesting from AI. So guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts were on AI's takes, and also my take, and if you differ in opinion, then please let me know. I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's get some nice, friendly conversation and discussion going on about these sets. And, maybe I can ask AI a better question in the future. Let me know if maybe instead of modern, I should have just asked any Pokemon investments. So let me know what questions you may have down in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys, and it's been awesome seeing the channel grow and being able to put out these videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy and have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.